We will cooperate with some medical organs. And ideal organs could be 每年大健康 which is very famous in China. And after they have us to draw 5 ml of blood, it will be sent to RuiKang's lab for the sample processing or say library building. Then we enter to step 1, which is the preliminary screening. In this step, we use microRNA profiling as the main technique used. We will use a chip or the microRNA chip. The sample will be added to the chip and then hybridize the sequence with the probe. And the probe on the chip will be illuminated because of the fluorescent signals. Then by scanning those fluorescent signals, we can obtain a microRNA expression vector, which is contains more than 2,500 microRNA expression. Like we have microRNA something, and here's the expression level of them, which is the relatively signal of the probe after normalization. Then we enter this matrix to a classifier to obtain the probability of more than currently 10 cancers probability. And we define positive as more than 50% possibility. Then we move to step 2. If the test of step 1 shown that it's positive, then we will conduct the further confirmation, which use the CMV6, which based on the next generation sequencing. By mapping to the reference genome, for example, this is the reference genome of the chromosome 1. And those reads could be mapped on the different gene on the chromosome. And let's see, here's 2 chromosomes, and only A and C have the reads mapped, while B has nothing to map on it. Then we can easily say that the gene B was selected while the copying. And similarly, if there is something like this, which means there are duplicated copying forms, then this result of all chromosomes will be entered into a classifier. If the classifier is positively result, then we will report the result to the organization we cooperate and ask them to conduct further examination by using traditional methods. And the site by the first step will be recommended to examination.
According to the WHO, cancer is the second lead cause of death worldwide, for about 7 million deaths a year. Between 2020 and 2040, 10.9 million new cancer cases are expected globally, and 30% of the cancer are virtually preventable.
In China, malignancy accounts for 23.91% of the population. In recent decades, the incidence and death rate from tumor have been high. Malignant neoplasm costs more than 220 billion yuan a year in medical treatment, and the situation is serious.
However, 60% of malignant tumors in our country are preventable, and it is suggested that prevention should be the main method to prevent and cure malignant tumor in China. So we can see the important role of early cancer screening in cancer prevention and treatment.
Until fully effective drugs with minimal side effects are developed, early screening, diagnosis, and treatment of tumors remain the most effective ways to reduce mortality. If diagnosed early, cancers can be found at a curable stage. This improves survival and quality of life in the future. Early treatment of cancer patients can save more people money and time than late treatment.
The policy aspect, in 2018, the National Board of Health issued the citation of China Guide to diagnosis and treatment to class 18 cancers, which include a number of methods to the virtual diagnosis and early screening. The following years, the deputy directors for the National Board of Health and Family Planning said that the government was accelerating public access to early cancer screening, diagnosis, and treatment.
Compared with personalized cancer treatment in an intensely competitive market, cancer early screening is still in the blue ocean market with huge potential space. Cancer early screening is targeted at a large number of people with apparent health or potential high-risk groups and has a certain repurchase nature. The market regulation is several times higher than that of the tumor-accompanying diagnostics market.
According to the research report of Guoyuan Securities in 2021, the potential market space for early screening of pan-cancer types in China in 2030 is about 49 billion yuan. In order to become the first commercialized product in China, our company has formulated a clear diagnosis and treatment plan and has continuously developed our advantages in terms of quality, cost, and availabilities to develop the core competitiveness of our product. At the same time, through competition with BGI, we have also improved the competitiveness of our products.
At the same time, based on our analysis of other similar industries, the existing blood pan-cancer tests are often limited to blood ctDNA methylation tests. However, our idea is to first detect CMV in the blood, and then if there is problem detected, we can further detect the expression of our miRNA and put it into our classifier to determine the possible location. It is important to note that the country's policy for early cancer screening is constantly being improved and may have an impact on the performance of the companies involved. If the requirements for industry access and pre-deathbed research change, the development and application of these products will require considerable investment. But this problem will have alleviated in the future as the technology improves and matures. Costs continue to decline and the capacity of the population to pay increase.